Do I know you?
Yeah,
Like, I literally forget.
Like, we get it. You must
like
get
if
it times
someone's
a
like,
billion.
hey, Court.
It could be a book.
Right.
You know, but then after so many, like, you know.
Welcome to Gossip Spill. Brace yourselves because today we're diving into a bombshell shaking the Kardashian empire. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's whirlwind marriage has come to an abrupt and dramatic end. The details, even juicier than you'd expect. After just 2 short years, Hollywood's most iconic punk rock duo has called it quits, despite their desperate attempts to hold it all together. Sources close to the couple reveal that Kourtney is utterly heartbroken. She reportedly confided to friends that she poured her heart and soul into saving the relationship, but sometimes, even the grandest efforts fall short. Let's rewind to where it all began. From the moment their romance hit the spotlight, it became the talk of Hollywood. Their love story felt like something straight out of a fairy tale. Travis's unforgettable beachside proposal in Montecito back in October 2021 came less than a year after they started dating. Although Kourtney's kids weren't initially thrilled, both families eventually blended in what seemed to be picture-perfect harmony. Their relationship was filled with larger-than-life moments that seemed to lock their love in stone. From lavish weddings to the heartwarming announcement of their pregnancy, the world was captivated. In November 2023, they welcomed their son, Rocky 13th Barker, a moment that solidified their growing family.
So it's like, it does make it really easy. Like, we just all know each other and each other's intentions, and I think it makes it easy.
Do you have a favorite tattoo of his?
The Kourtney, of course.
Kourtney is the best
He
one.
also has my lips.
Fans couldn't help but notice how radiant and confident Kourtney appeared, as if she was finally living her ultimate dream. But as we've seen time and time again in Hollywood, not everything is as perfect as it seems. The first cracks in Kourtney and Travis's fairy tale marriage emerged when Travis's history of infidelity resurfaced in the most shocking way. From the very beginning, Kourtney knew what she was stepping into. Travis had openly confessed to his troubled past, cheating on his ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, with an astonishing 13 women at once. And if that wasn't scandalous enough, his unfaithfulness actually began during his first marriage to Melissa Kennedy. What makes this story even wilder is that Travis had publicly expressed doubts about monogamy just weeks before confirming his romance with Kourtney. He admitted to cherishing his independence and hesitating to fully commit. But the plot thickened in ways no one could have expected, because the most jaw-dropping twist involved none other than Kim Kardashian herself. Travis's ex-wife Shanna threw gasoline on the fire with an outrageous claim. She allegedly caught Travis and Kim having an affair during their marriage. This revelation, though old, reignited with force after Kourtney gave birth to their son. Rumors of Kim and Travis's past relationship began swirling again, shaking Kourtney to her core. After years of speculation, Kim finally broke her silence in the most explosive way imaginable. In the midst of a fiery family confrontation, Kim admitted to the affair, but insisted it was purely physical. They were never in love. The fallout was catastrophic. Kourtney, overcome with rage, reportedly lunged at Kim during the argument, and if it weren't for Khloe stepping in to stop her, the situation could have spiraled completely out of control. Kim's revelation wasn't just shocking, it was downright cruel. In what many believe was a deliberate jab at her sister, Kim described in excruciating detail how she and Travis had grown close. She recounted how they watched a movie together in bed, which
Gone back and watched.
Right. I really see you come to life, like you find your voice and you find your footing like after a few years. And even the sound of your voice changes.
I know, that's the biggest mystery to me and my sisters. We are blown away. It's the thing that
ultimately led to an intimate encounter. Insiders claim Kim seemed to relish sharing these details, even as she insisted it only happened once and that there was no real romantic connection between them. But here's where it gets messier. Despite Kim's claims that it was a one-time mistake, sources reveal that Travis continued to pursue her afterward. These revelations blindsided Kourtney, who needed time to process the betrayal. Kris Jenner reportedly said Kourtney secluded herself for days, struggling to decide how to confront her husband and move forward with her marriage. When Kourtney finally felt ready to address the affair with Travis, she hoped they could find a way to rebuild their trust. Instead, their conversation took a devastating turn. In the heat of an argument, Kourtney suggested, almost offhandedly, that maybe they should end things if they couldn't stop fighting. But what truly broke her wasn't her own words. It was Travis's response. He agreed, almost immediately, to file for divorce. That moment crushed Kourtney. According to those close to her, she hadn't seriously meant the suggestion, and his quick agreement left her deeply wounded. Travis's attempts to backtrack only made things worse. Insiders reveal he later apologized, claiming he'd been overwhelmed by their constant fighting about Kim. But by that point, the damage was irreversible. The fragile trust between them, already hanging by a thread, had finally snapped. The tension between Kim and Kourtney wasn't just a family feud, it became a relentless source of strain in Kourtney's marriage. What makes this even more fascinating is how the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner clan appeared to enable Kim's behavior.
And she's seeing all the things I'm saying about her behind her back. The tension rises all over again, and then you have to wait more months for the audience to see it and get everyone else's opinions. So it is a cycle. I think I like to look at it as therapy.
Insiders suggest this dynamic exists because Kourtney is the only one who regularly challenges Kris Jenner's tight control, creating a long-standing rift between mother and daughter. Now for the tea. Sources claim Kris knew about Kim and Travis's past connection all along, but kept it a secret, supposedly to spare Kourtney's feelings. The irony? Her silence ended up causing far more damage. The betrayal hit Kourtney hard, leading her to declare, "I don't trust my own family, my own blood, one bit." Though Travis repeatedly denied any affair with Kim, Kourtney couldn't shake her unease about his well-known crush on her sister. This lingering doubt made family gatherings excruciating for Kourtney, who felt constantly on edge whenever Kim and Travis were in the same room. She later confessed that their interactions always unsettled her, especially when they were alone, fearing they might rekindle their past connection. Things only got worse when Travis resumed touring with his band. Kourtney revealed that he'd often become unreachable during these tours, with even his bandmates claiming they didn't know where he was. This mystery deepened her anxiety, creating yet another major rift in their marriage. In recent months, Kourtney made desperate efforts to bring them closer, but Travis seemed to pull further away. One heart-to-heart conversation offered a glimmer of hope. They decided to give each other space, hoping it would help reignite their love.
I want to start getting a house in the middle of nowhere, literally in the woods, like a tiny cottage,
that you could just hang.
Sleeping Beauty.
Where Camelot? Where are we?
Totally.
Right.
I need it. And every time I travel though, it is just getting out of LA, and because it's never as crazy as it is in LA.
For a brief moment, things seemed to improve. Kourtney even managed to come to terms with Travis's past feelings for Kim, accepting it as ancient history and choosing to focus on their future together. Just when it seemed like things were getting back on track, a new storm hit the Kardashian-Barker household, with Travis set to begin a major tour on June 20th, spending even more time away from home. Their fragile relationship started to unravel. When Kourtney suggested a romantic weekend before his departure, his disinterest sent a wave of dread through her. And then came the moment everything fell apart. Trusting her gut, Kourtney did something she'd never done before. While Travis was in the shower, she decided to check his phone, and what she found shattered her world. Messages from an unfamiliar woman instantly raised red flags. When Kourtney confronted Travis, he brushed them off as work-related, but she wasn't convinced. Here's where it gets even juicier. Refusing to take his word for it, Kourtney went straight to the source. She tracked down the mystery woman and reached out directly. What she uncovered confirmed her deepest fears. Those messages had nothing to do with work. Armed with undeniable proof, she confronted Travis again, expecting an explanation, or at least an apology. Instead, his reaction was jaw-dropping. Without hesitation, Travis declared that he truly wanted a divorce. From that moment, the couple has reportedly cut off all communication, but the fallout didn't stop there. Kourtney has pointed the blame squarely at Kim, accusing her sister of being a major factor in the collapse of her marriage. She believes Kim's romantic history with Travis.
We have a cold plunge, and I think also you're technically, I've seen mixed things about if you should do it while you're breastfeeding. So I haven't been doing sauna, cold plunge, or any type of those wellness things. I actually spoke to Andy because I'm building a wellness
so he's gonna
section at my home.
He's the best.
To have those things, because you think about it, we dedicate these spaces in our homes to
created tension from the start. The accusations are explosive. Kourtney has even brought up how Travis allegedly cheated on Paris Hilton with Kim years ago, fearing history may now be repeating itself. These explosive accusations have sent shockwaves rippling through the Kardashian-Jenner family, exposing cracks in their seemingly unbreakable facade. The pain runs deeper than just Travis and Kourtney's fallout. It lays bare long-standing family tensions. Kim's behavior during Kourtney's pregnancy was particularly troubling. Despite knowing about Kourtney's heartbreaking struggles to conceive, enduring multiple IVF treatments, and even undergoing life-saving surgery, Kim created drama instead of offering support. One especially cruel moment unfolded when Kourtney returned home from the hospital. Rather than showing concern or even bringing flowers, Kim initiated a fight, delivering a brutal blow. She coldly remarked, Your kids have even come to me with their problems. The jab cut deep, as it seemed crafted to discredit Kourtney as a mother, while painting Kim as the more capable parent. But this wasn't an isolated incident. The tension between the sisters had been simmering for years. In a particularly shocking moment, during a discussion with Khloe about family mistreatment, Kim interrupted to sneer that Kourtney was the least appealing to look at. And if that wasn't enough, her actions at Kourtney and Travis's wedding proved just how far the rivalry had gone. At what should have been Kourtney's happiest day in May 2022, Kim's jealousy was on full display. Instead of celebrating her sister's love,
and now after doing it, I see how crazy it is and I see why people freak. But it wasn't ever really like super official. And so Lorne Michaels came in town and had lunch with me and my mom and officially asked me to do it. And
she repeatedly redirected conversations to her own wedding memories. The situation reached a breaking point during Travis's son's heartfelt toast. As he praised Kourtney for being a loving mother figure and showing him what real love looks like, Kim interrupted, telling him to tone it down. The audacity left everyone stunned. Months later, when Kourtney tried to confront Kim about her behavior, the conversation went nowhere. Kim's response was ice cold. "It's not that original. Everyone does it." When Kourtney shared how hurt she felt by Kim's inability to let someone else shine, Kim shrugged it off with shocking indifference. The ultimate betrayal came when Kim launched a campaign that blatantly mimicked elements of Kourtney's wedding, a glaring sign of her disregard for her sister's most cherished moments. The family dynamics took an even darker turn with Kris Jenner's role in the chaos. During a critical moment when Kourtney was rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery, Kris's priorities became painfully clear. Instead of providing emotional support, she arrived with a camera crew in tow, treating the ordeal as an opportunity for content. But this time, Kourtney didn't hold back. She confronted Kris head-on, catching her off guard with a newfound assertiveness that left even Kris speechless. This stronger, more independent Kourtney is shaking the family to its core. In a bold move, she didn't even tell Kris about her pregnancy initially, letting her mother find out through the internet like everyone else. Insiders reveal that Kourtney has been intentionally keeping parts of her life private, exhausted by Kris's relentless focus on fame.
Felt maybe not at my best. I remember just going with him and all the kids, whether we'd go to church or to an art museum or we went to the Happiness Museum one time with all the kids.
And he loves that shit with you. Like, he loves Disney, like...
Right, or coming over and decorating gingerbread houses or carving pumpkins. We used to go.
And her habit of monetizing her children's personal struggles. Now, Kourtney is drawing a firm line in the sand. She's made it clear that she needs space from her family as she focuses on her newborn son. Fully aware of how both Kim and Kris might try to spin her situation for publicity, Kourtney is determined to shield herself and her baby from the spotlight. If there's one bright side to this drama, it's that Kourtney is finally taking control, setting boundaries and reclaiming her narrative. The toxic dynamic between Kim and Kourtney shows no sign of improvement. Even now, Kim seems unable to resist stealing the spotlight from Kourtney during what should be a time of healing and joy. What Kourtney needs most in this delicate chapter is unwavering support and positivity, not more drama. These precious moments with her baby deserve to be free from the shadow of family conflict. This situation raises serious questions about the future of the Kardashian-Jenner empire. With Kim seemingly following Kris's example of prioritizing fame and publicity over family bonds, Kourtney is carving out her own path, one that values personal well-being and authentic relationships over public image. How this shift will affect the family's dynamics in the long run remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, the Kardashian-Barker divorce saga is far from over. Thanks for watching. For more updates on this unfolding drama, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll keep a close watch and bring you all the latest twists and turns. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive into this story together.